Okay, so after the parameters are set, the next step will be to create or specify who the owners are going to be. Okay, so let us go and create couple of few role owners, user IDs that are going to be role owners. Okay, and I see what roles need to be assigned to those users, meaning users who are going to be the role owners. So let's go to SU01 and let's say I'll create something called as OTC owner, meaning the person who's going to own OTC roles, for example. Okay, owner. Okay, so let's go create OTC role owner. So this is going to be a dialog user ID, right? So we'll use this user IDs, right, when we do MSMP also. Okay, because when we do provisioning, user provisioning, the role approval needs to be taken. So depending on what roles are assigned, we're going to um, the these role owners will get notified. And plus in BRM, one of the role attributes is assigning the role owners and alternative role owners. So let us go and create this role owners, and let's see. You don't need to do this, but let's not do that. All right. So what is the role owner role? Okay, what role they would need that tells the application, the access control application, that these users are the role owners, right? So let's go and search for a role which tells us that this person is going to be a role owner. All right, search for the role, GRAC. And the role that you need to assign to role owners is SAP underscore GRAC underscore role management underscore role owner. Okay, now you can make a copy of this role and assign that role to that user. So let's go and assign this role. Okay, now if this role is not generating, you need to generate the role or you make a copy of this role. Okay, now along with this role owner role, you also need three more roles actually, which are with GRC. Okay, so let's see what those roles are. And these three roles should be assigned to everybody who is going to be using GRC. Okay, so one of them is like all your role owners or controllers or mitigation controllers or mitigating owners. Everybody will need these three roles that we are going to assign now. One is the NWBC role because this is going to bring up and will allow them to use NWBC, and they will also need a couple of other roles which are GRC FN underscore base, this is the one, and then they will also need GRC underscore FN underscore business user. Okay, so this will basically give them the default minimum work center nodes that they need within NWBC. Okay, so these three roles need to be assigned to every user who's going to use GRC, So these three are done. Let's see whether these roles are generated. You can double click on this. So it's not generated. I'll go and generate it anyway. Okay, now it's not a good practice, just so that you know. Okay, if you want to use this, you better make a copy of the role. All right. And because we already assigned it to these people, they already have it. We didn't save this role, so that's why we don't have that now. Okay. Now I'm going to create a copy of this because this is going to be alternative. You need to also need an alternate role owner, because in case the main role owner is not available for approval, maybe because he's out of office or on a vacation or leave or whatever, or he's not responding within a specified period of time, then MSMP would send the notification to the alternative role owner. Okay, so I'm going to say alt OTC owner. Okay, I'm going to again, all these people need to be created in the GRC system. Okay, the role owners. So I will say here alternate OTC role owners, and you don't need to make the changes to the role. They should be the same. Let us go and create few more role owners. Okay, so let's go and create something called role owner 2 FI owner. Okay, like I said, all the role owners would need the same roles, sets of roles. Okay, so we are not going to change the roles. We already did assign them. So we're just making a copy of the roles, right? So I'm going to say FI role owners, and FI role owner also needs alternate owner, right? So alternate FI role owner. Okay, save it. Let's create, we created OTC, let us create PTP. Okay. Save it. Make an alternate for this one also. Now, like I said, all of these users need the role. All of these users need the same set of roles. Okay, the role management, role owner role. Okay, so let's create one more set, which says let's say security owner. Okay. Okay. So we have created some owners, role owners now. Okay, and like I said, all the role owners would need this role owner role, and then every GRC user would need these three roles. Keep in mind, this roles are with GRC. Okay, so you have GRAC version also of these roles. So you can assign those also if you want, but depending on what role you assign, the GRC one or the GRAC one, the work centers in NWBC will change. Okay. So when I say work centers, so what I mean by that is the tabs that you see in NWBC. So these tabs, right? These are called work centers. Okay. So these are going to change depending on whether you're assigning a GRC role or a GRAC role. Okay. So we have created some role owners now and alternate role owners now. The next step is to designate these as role owners so that application knows, the BRC, access control application knows, or the BRM tool knows who these people are. Okay, so we have to assign an access control and then designate them as access control owners for roles. Okay, let's see how to do that.